Angela's beef has been braising now for an hour and a half. Time to finish it off.
You can see you've got this fantastic, beautiful, rich sauce now. The veg is cooked down, and that's part of the sauce. There's no need to get rid of that. And then you've got the beef cheeks you can cut with a spoon, which is perfectly and exactly what you want. So we're going to add a little bit of spice to it, touch of Worcester sauce, which I think is always great to add to any sort of stew or braising dish, and a little bit of sweetness with just a touch of balsamic, just to add that little bit of richness. And finally, just before anything, I just love a little bit of garnish, a little bit of flat leaf parsley. I'm just going to throw that into the end. And this dish, there's absolutely no reason to change the pans. You've got it in the pan, it's all there, the juices are there. So we're going to leave that like that, ready to go.
So when you first joined the aubergine kitchen, didn't the male chefs have bets on that you wouldn't last a week?
Yeah, when I first joined the aubergine, there was all these bets that I wouldn't last a week. You know, I think Mark Askew said, oh, should we 2 days? Marcus said a week, you know. Gordon always claims that he said, you know, I would last. But, you know, I did 17 years, so I didn't do too badly, actually. But, yeah, I mean, it wasn't an easy kitchen. No kitchen was in those days. I think it's a bit unfair that everyone always thinks Gordon was the bad boy. All the kitchens were tough then because there were fewer around, and if you wanted to work in a good kitchen, you had to put the hours in. And there was a lot of camaraderie there. There was great fun there, you know. So what we've got here is this amazing, I suppose, stirrer. When someone brought it as a present, it was like 20 questions what it was, and I didn't know. But it's basically for polenta. And you can see you really get right into the bottom there and all the sort of crevices, and you can give it a fantastic stir. Plus also the height of it, you know, it can really stick in the pan. And then we obviously have this fantastic spoon, so when I come to serve it, it's really deep, you know, so it's beautiful for the polenta. So we're ready to go. It's nice and thick, the polenta. Cooking now for about 20 minutes. And like I said, even when it goes cold, you can still use it. We've got our beautiful stew, braised beef cheeks there. And to me, it's all about flavour dishes. You know, one thing I really learned from Gordon, people don't remember the gimmicks, they remember what it tastes like, they remember the flavour, that's what is going to be your memory. So even though this seems very, very simple, it's a very impressive sort of dish because it's just full of flavour. So we put the polenta here, this lovely sort of yellow maize there, that goes there. Finish it off with a few little knobs of butter, just a tiny thing because it melts in there. You can either put that into the sauce, but I sort of like to add it a little bit at the end here. Finally, a little bit of grated parmesan. And when we used to serve it as a kid, my grandmother would have a wooden board like this and you'd tip it all onto the board. And it was that whole thing as a child. Is it going to go over the edge? Is it going to stay? And our beautiful polenta served there with our amazing beef cheeks. So we've got our fantastic dish to impress, braised beef cheeks with polenta. Alfina, you want to get your head in this? And then to finish off this fantastic sort of meal, we're going to do a very simple chocolate mousse, which will really, you know, you'll be going, wow, it's so easy to do. What we're going to do is whisk up some double
Out sauce.